Aloha Love by Everett Cole. The gentle crash of waves against the shore provided a soothing backdrop as Emma Kalani made her way along the pristine beach. The early morning sun cast a golden glow across the sand, and a warm breeze carried the sweet scent of plumeria blossoms. It was days like this that reminded Emma why she had never left her home on the big island of Hawaii, despite the allure of mainland opportunities. At 28, Emma was content with her life. She ran a small but successful eco-tour company, sharing the natural wonders and rich culture of Hawaii with visitors from around the world. Her work was fulfilling, allowing her to be a steward of the land she loved so deeply. Emma took pride in educating tourists about the delicate balance of Hawaii's ecosystem and the importance of preserving its unique beauty. As she approached her favorite spot, a secluded cove framed by ancient lava rocks, Emma noticed something out of place. A figure was hunched over the tide pools, seemingly absorbed in whatever lay beneath the water's surface. Curious, she drew closer, her bare feet leaving gentle imprints in the damp sand. "Aloha," she called out, not wanting to startle the stranger. "Are you all right?" The man straightened up, turning to face her. Emma's breath caught in her throat. He was strikingly handsome, with sun-kissed skin, dark hair, and eyes the color of the deep Pacific. But it was the earnest excitement in his expression that truly captured her attention. "Oh, hello," he replied, his face breaking into a warm smile that seemed to light up the entire cove. "I'm fine, thank you. Just amazed by these tide pools. I've never seen anything like this before. The biodiversity here is incredible." Emma found herself smiling back, charmed by his enthusiasm. There was something endearing about his childlike wonder at something she had grown up seeing every day. "So new to the island?" she asked, already suspecting the answer. He nodded, a slight blush coloring his cheeks. "Is it that obvious? I'm Noah Parker. I'm a marine biologist from California. I just moved here to start a new job with the Oceanic Institute." "Emma Kalani," she replied, extending her hand. As their palms met, she felt a small spark of electricity that had nothing to do with the morning sun. "Local girl and unofficial tide pool expert. Want a tour?" Noah's eyes lit up, reminding Emma of the bioluminescent plankton that sometimes illuminated the night waters. "I'd love that. If you're sure you don't mind. I don't want to impose on your morning." Emma waved off his concern. "Not at all. Sharing the beauty of this place is what I do for a living. Consider this a free sample," she said with a wink. For the next hour, Emma guided Noah through the intricacies of the tide pool ecosystem. She pointed out colorful fish darting between crevices, delicate sea anemones swaying in the gentle current, and tiny hermit crabs scuttling across the rocks. Noah listened intently, occasionally adding insights from his own research. As they talked, Emma found herself drawn to Noah's passion and genuine interest in the environment. It was refreshing to meet someone who saw the island's beauty through new eyes, yet still understood the importance of preserving it. "This is incredible," Noah said as they finished their impromptu tour, straightening up and stretching his back. "I've studied marine ecosystems for years, but seeing this, it's like rediscovering why I fell in love with the ocean in the first place." Emma felt a warmth spread through her chest at his words. "That's what I love about this place," she replied softly, gazing out at the horizon where the deep blue of the ocean met the lighter blue of the sky. "No matter how many times you see it, there's always something new to discover." Their eyes met, and for a moment, the world seemed to stand still. Emma felt a flutter in her stomach, a sensation she hadn't experienced in a long time. The morning breeze ruffled Noah's hair, and she had to resist the urge to reach out and smooth it back. Noah cleared his throat, breaking the spell. I don't suppose you'd be willing to show me more of the island? I mean, if you're not busy, I'd love to learn more about the local conservation efforts." Emma hesitated. She had sworn off romances years ago, tired of the inevitable heartache when visitors returned to their real lives. But something about Noah felt different. His interest seemed genuine, focused on the island and its ecosystem rather than just looking for a fleeting connection. "You know what? I'd like that," she found herself saying. "How about we start with some traditional Hawaiian breakfast? I know a great little place not far from here. They make the best loco moco you've ever tasted." Noah's face lit up with a smile that rivaled the Hawaiian sun. "Lead the way. I have no idea what loco moco is, but I'm excited to find out." As they walked back along the beach, falling into easy conversation about marine conservation and the unique challenges facing Hawaii's ecosystems, Emma felt a sense of possibility she hadn't experienced in years. She didn't know where this unexpected connection might lead, but for the first time in a long time, she was excited to find out. Over the next few weeks, Emma and Noah's paths crossed frequently. Noah's work at the Oceanic Institute often brought him to the same beaches and reefs where Emma conducted her eco-tours. They found themselves sharing lunch breaks, swapping stories about their respective days, and occasionally collaborating on small research projects. Emma was impressed by Noah's dedication to his work, and his genuine desire to make a positive impact on Hawaii's marine ecosystem. I spent long hours in the lab and in the field studying coral reef health and developing new conservation strategies. His enthusiasm was infectious, and Emma found herself looking forward to their chance encounters. One afternoon, as they sat on the beach after a particularly successful day of data collection, Noah opened up about his decision to move to Hawaii. "You know, it wasn't an easy choice," he admitted, running his fingers through the sand. "I had a comfortable life in California, a good job at a prestigious research institute, but something was missing. I felt like I was just going through the motions, studying the ocean from a distance without really being part of it." Emma nodded, understanding. "And now?" Noah's face broke into a wide grin. "Now, I feel alive. Every day is an adventure. The work we're doing here, it's not just academic. It's real, tangible. We're making a difference, and I can see it with my own eyes." His passion resonated deeply with Emma. It was the same feeling that had kept her on the island all these years, despite opportunities to leave. "That's the magic of this place," she said softly. "It has a way of capturing your heart and never letting go." As the weeks turned into months, their friendship deepened. They began spending more time together outside of work, hiking to secluded waterfalls, attending local festivals, and volunteering for beach cleanups. Emma taught Noah to surf, laughing as he wiped out time and again before finally managing to catch his first wave. In return, Noah shared his expertise, helping Emma develop new, scientifically rich programs for her eco-tour company. One balmy evening, about 3 months after they first met, Emma and Noah found themselves back at the tide pool where it all began. The sun was setting, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink. They sat side by side on a smooth lava rock, their feet dangling in the cool water. "You know," Noah said, his voice soft, "when I took this job, I thought I was just coming here to study the ocean. I never expected to find, well, all of this." Emma turned to look at him, her heart racing. "All of what?" Noah met her gaze, his eyes filled with warmth. "A place that feels like home. A purpose that goes beyond just research." And he paused, taking a deep breath. "Someone who makes me see the world in a whole new way." Emma felt a rush of emotion. Over the past months, she had found herself falling for Noah, but she had been hesitant to act on her feelings, worried about the potential complications. But now, seeing the sincerity in his eyes, she couldn't deny the connection between them any longer. "Noah," she began, but he gently placed his hand over hers. "Emma, I know we haven't known each other that long, but these past few months have been the most amazing of my life. I don't want to rush things, but I also don't want to miss out on something special, because I was too afraid to take a chance." Emma smiled, intertwining her fingers with his. "I feel the same way," she admitted. "I've been trying to talk myself out of it, but the truth is I can't imagine my life without you in it anymore." As the last rays of sunlight dipped below the horizon, Noah leaned in and pressed a soft, sweet kiss to Emma's lips. It was a kiss full of promise, of shared dreams, and a future yet to unfold. From that moment on, Emma and Noah's relationship blossomed. They balanced their growing love with their commitment to their work and the island they both cherished. Their shared passion for marine conservation led them to collaborate on projects, combining Noah's scientific expertise with Emma's local knowledge and outreach skills. Together, they developed innovative programs to educate both tourists and locals about the importance of preserving Hawaii's delicate ecosystem. They led night tours to showcase bioluminescent organisms, organized community reef cleanup events, and worked with local schools to inspire the next generation of environmentalists. As their love deepened, rooted in mutual respect, shared values, and a genuine enjoyment of each other's company, Emma and Noah found themselves facing an unexpected challenge. The Oceanic Institute received funding for a groundbreaking research project on coral reef restoration, but it required a team to spend several weeks on a remote, uninhabited island, the Hawaiian archipelago. Noah was thrilled at the opportunity, hesitant to leave Emma behind. To his surprise and delight, Emma insisted on joining the expedition. She argued that her skills as a tour guide and her knowledge of Hawaiian ecosystems would be valuable to the project. Plus, she joked, someone had to make sure Noah didn't get eaten by sharks. The weeks leading up to the expedition were a whirlwind of preparation. They gathered supplies, fine-tuned their research protocols, and made arrangements for Emma's eco-tour business to continue in her absence. As the departure date approached, both Emma and Noah felt a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. The journey to the remote island was an adventure in itself. They traveled by boat, navigating through choppy waters and unpredictable weather. Emma, used to the waters around the Big Island, found herself awed by the vastness of the open ocean. Noah, in his element, pointed out various marine life they encountered along the way. When they finally arrived at the island, they were struck by its raw, untouched beauty. Pristine beaches gave way to lush vegetation, and the surrounding waters teemed with vibrant marine life. It was a paradise untouched by human development, and both Emma and Noah felt the weight of responsibility to preserve and protect this fragile ecosystem. The days on the island were long and challenging. They spent hours in the water, carefully documenting the health of the coral reefs and implementing experimental restoration techniques. Emma's expertise in navigating the local environment proved invaluable, as did her ability to spot subtle changes in the ecosystem that others might have missed. Noah was in his element, his passion for marine biology evident in every careful measurement and observation. Emma found herself falling even deeper in love as she watched him work, his face alight with curiosity and determination. But the expedition wasn't without its difficulties. They faced equipment malfunctions, unpredictable weather, and the physical toll of long days in the sun and salt water. One particularly harrowing day, a sudden storm blew in while they were out on the reef. Emma's quick thinking and Noah's steady leadership ensured everyone made it safely back to shore. But the experience left them shaken. That night, as they huddled together in their small research tent, listening to the rain patter against the canvas, Noah turned to Emma. "I don't know what I would have done without you today," he said softly. "You were amazing out there." Emma smiled, nestling closer to him. "We make a good team," she replied. "I guess that's what happens when you find your perfect partner, both in work and in life." Noah's eyes widened at her words, a slow smile spreading across his face. "Partner? Huh?" he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I like the sound of that." As the weeks on the island passed, Emma and Noah's bond grew stronger. They faced each challenge together, celebrated every small victory, and fell more deeply in love with each passing day. The pristine beauty of the island, the important work they were doing, and the depth of their connection all combined to create an experience that would shape the rest of their lives. On their last night on the island, Noah surprised Emma by leading her to a secluded beach. He had set up a small picnic, complete with a bottle of champagne he had somehow managed to keep hidden throughout the expedition. As they sat on the sand, watching the stars reflect off the calm ocean waters, Noah turned to Emma. "These past few weeks have been the most incredible of my life," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "And it's not just because of the research or this beautiful island. It's because of you, Emma. You've shown me what it truly means to be connected to a place, to a purpose, to another person." Emma felt her heart racing as Noah reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box. Inside was a ring, simple yet beautiful, with a small pearl nestled between two pieces of polished coral. "Emma Kilani," Noah said, his voice steadied despite the nerves evident in his eyes. "Will you marry me? Will you be my partner in life, in work, in everything?" Tears of joy streaming down her face, Emma threw her arms around Noah. "Yes," she whispered against his lips, 1,000 times yes. They returned from the expedition engaged and more committed than ever to their shared passion for marine conservation. The following months were a whirlwind of planning, not just for their wedding, but for their future together. They combined their expertise to create a new venture, a research-based ecotourism company that would allow them to continue their important work while sharing their love for the ocean with others. Their wedding, held on the beach at sunset, was a beautiful blend of Hawaiian tradition and modern celebration. Emma wore a white sundress adorned with a lei of fragrant plumeria, while Noah sported a crisp white shirt and khakis, a male lei draped around his neck. As they exchanged vows, with the sound of gentle waves in the background and a soft breeze carrying the scent of tropical flowers, Emma and Noah promised not only to love and cherish each other, but to always be stewards of the land and sea that had brought them together. As the celebration continued into the night, with friends and family dancing under the stars, Emma and Noah stole a quiet moment together. They stood at the edge of the water, hands intertwined, looking out at the vast Pacific Ocean. "You know," Noah said, pulling Emma close, "when I first came to Hawaii, I thought I was just starting a new job. I never imagined I'd find my home, my purpose, my heart." Emma smiled up at him, her eyes shining with love and happiness. "And I never thought I'd fall in love with a mainlander," she teased. "But here we are." Noah laughed, pressing a kiss to her forehead. "Here we are indeed. Ready for our next big adventure?" "Always," Emma replied, standing on her tiptoes to kiss him properly. "As long as we're together, every day is an adventure." As they rejoined their wedding celebration, Emma and Noah were filled with joy and anticipation for the future. They knew that life would bring both challenges and triumphs, but they were ready to face whatever came their way, together. Their love, like the island they called home, was a force of nature, beautiful, powerful, and enduring. So, under the vast Hawaiian sky, with the rhythm of the waves as their soundtrack, Emma and Noah began the greatest adventure of all, a lifetime of love, shared purpose, and aloha.